Oh, hi guys, Hamad Benaicha here for undoit.ca. Un petit bonjour, un petit coucou comme d'habitude à nos amis francophones du Québec. Today we're going to work on a MacBook Air model A1466, one of my favorites ever. I love this model. This is year 2017. What happened, the user was using it and she said all of a sudden it died and she was not able to turn it back on. This machine came from Montreal, which is great because it's one day shipping from Montreal to Toronto, so it just came in today. I'm gonna have to fix it the same day and ship it back to her, so she'll probably have it by tomorrow, if not the day after, but it's fairly quickly, and that's what we try to aim here, fast. So let's see. So as mentioned, I'm gonna try to show you what she means. So we turn it on, we plug it in, we get a green light, we start to turn to orange, which means it's charging, but nothing happened. Okay, nothing, no power, nothing. So we're gonna open it, we're gonna take a look at the board, see what's wrong with it. And again, she mentioned that there was no liquid damage, and I also asked was she in the middle of doing an update or Windows OS update. She said no, she said you were just using it and it died. The reason I asked, because sometimes during the update it could be that something get corrupted, the EFI, the BIOS, or sometimes the SMC, get the firmware get corrupted. I've seen a few. Either way, it's all fixable, so no matter what it is, we can still fix it. So I'm gonna remove the screws, okay, and then we take it from there. Okay, as we can see, the MacBook's pretty clean. Again, it's from year 2017. I don't see any obvious sign of liquid damage or anything like that. No, nothing. The sticker here is still white. Okay, there's no red anywhere. Pretty clean to me. So I just like to do a quick inspection, because sometimes people don't know that was liquid and they don't even know it. In this case, no, it doesn't look like there is. Maybe on the other side, but right now there's nothing here. So we're gonna try it again, just to see if the fan spin at all, because it should normally, if you plug it in, it should spin. This model should spin automatically. As you can see, there is no spinning, so there's no power going through it. It doesn't turn on. Okay, let's remove the battery, see if it does spin without the battery. No spinning. Okay, so what I can do right now, I can do a quick check for the power, see where the power is missing. I'm just gonna check the main points. Like I said, I've done so many of this model, I know where every rail, power rail is, so I'm just gonna do it quickly, quick check. So I get 8 volt here, should get 8 volt here, I should get 3.42 here, 44 is the same, 3.44. Okay, I should get 3.3 at the next point. There's no 3.3 here. So the main power is in, the 8 volt is there, the 3.42 is there. Without this 3.4, there will be no green or orange light in here, so I know that as soon as I saw the light here, I know the powers here was correct. Okay, this is the main entry, so the power goes through here, okay, and then it goes to the i625, which is located on the other side of the board. And so yeah, there's something wrong in this area, possibly, anyway, because I'm missing the 3.3 volt. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the board, and then we're gonna look for if there's a short somewhere, short somewhere, and then we go from there. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna remove the battery first, and then we take off the board. Okay. Okay, so battery is out. I'm gonna remove the hard drive, SSD. IO cable. It was already out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna remove the fan. So what I like to do, I like to put a screw magnet here, so it's easier for the screws to stick. Otherwise, I just, you know, they drop, and then it is hard. Sometimes they go on the floor. It's hard to find. Okay, so all the screws are removed. We can remove the board. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside for now. We're just gonna focus on the board. Okay, what I like to do too is I'm just gonna remove the Wi-Fi card. Okay, and then we're gonna use a good working I/O board, just to avoid, you know, to make sure the problem is not with the other I/O board. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. See if we get any luck. See if we get anything different. And then we know that definitely the problem with the board, because we eliminated everything possible. The keyboard has been removed, trackpad, everything has been removed, except now for the board and the I/O board. Okay, we need this because we need the power. So same thing, we're gonna try to power it up. See if anything changes. So okay, we still get the light, green, orange, but still nothing. The fan doesn't spin. So again, we're gonna measure one more time, see if we get any difference, if we get about 3.3 volt or not. So again, 8 volt here. Yep. 8 volt here. Yep. 3.4. Yep. I should get 3.3, and I don't. Okay, so, and then after that it should move from 3.3 to 5, but if there is no 3.3 there will be no 5. It's impossible. Okay, so, and then there will be the last powers, which should be here, which is 1.8 volt from the CPU. Okay, so it's not gonna happen. So there's something wrong. Let's move on, switch to resistance. Let's remove the charger. I'm gonna find out if there is a short circuit somewhere. Okay, so this circuit over here we know is good because I get 3.42 volt. So yeah, so kilo ohm. Okay, there's no short in here. Let's check this one. Kilo ohm. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use my tracker, which makes it way faster for me to track and find out where the short circuit is. I find it a bit faster anyway than using a multimeter. Okay, so I'm back, and I figured out what the problem is. I used a tracker, and I'm gonna show you what it is. So okay, let's turn it back on again, make sure there's nothing. Okay, still power, green, orange, still nothing. There is a short circuit. I'm going to show you again. Let's put it on resistance, and let's check this. Just making sure the video was working. It is. So when I put it on this side, as you can see, it reads 0 ohm. Basically 0. Okay, on this side there is million ohm. Okay, over here. So I know the short circuit. This is a fuse, so we'll separate two circuits. I know that the short is on this side over here. Okay, so I checked the schematic. I checked, you know, plus I've done so many of these MacBooks that I know pretty much where everything connects. So in my case, I went right away to check and visual inspection, and I saw it right away. So not sure if you can see it, but I'm gonna try this capacitor. Let me show you. Let me get my tweezer. This capacitor over here, as you can see, there's a crack in it. I don't know if you can. Let me tilt like that. See, there's a crack, and that's what's causing the short circuit. Okay, so we're gonna remove it. Okay, and we're gonna test it again, see if the short is gone or not. Okay, most likely there's a possibility when that happens the fuse also go. Okay, that's the job of the the fuse, to protect the two circuits. So let's remove the capacitor first, and then we'll try it again. So I'm just gonna use the heat gun. I'm gonna take it off. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna check again, see if the short circuit is gone. We shouldn't have 0 ohm anymore. Okay, so let's try it again. Here you go, kilo ohm, that's good. That means the short circuit is gone. 1.92, so it's going up, so the short circuit is gone. Okay, so we're gonna try it again. See if it turns on. You should still turn on normally. Okay, even with this the capacitor is not critical in this case. Okay, it's not a critical capacitor. So let's see, but I will still remove it. I will still replace it after once it's fixed. So let's turn it on. See if we get anything. Okay, still the fan still doesn't spin. And there's still no power. Let's see what kind of power did we get now. Okay, so we should still get here 3.42. Yes, we get 8 over here. Correct. We should get 3.3 here. No, we don't. And on this side over here, which was short, 3.8, which is incorrect. It should be 8. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the fuse is burnt. Like I said, that's his job, to protect the two circuits. So I'm gonna measure the resistance here. It should be 0 ohm because it's a fuse. It should be 0 ohm. Okay, so let's see if it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There you go. See, it's not 0. It should be like that. It should be 0. Okay, look over here. It says million. Okay, million ohm, which means this fuse is totally blown. Okay, so we have to replace that first. So again, I'm going to use the heat gun. I'm going to replace the fuse. Okay, so let's do that. And again, okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna put new soldering. I'm gonna put a new okay, that's fresh. I'm gonna use a new fuse. I'm gonna grab a fuse. Okay, just gonna put a new fuse. There you go. Okay. I'm going to pull it down a little bit, and then we're going to measure the resistance again. Okay, so let's measure one more time. It shouldn't be 0 again. There you go, that's 0. Okay. Okay, now that's good. That's a fuse. A fuse should be 0, okay? It shouldn't be million ohm. Okay, so Moving, we're moving, we're moving. No, we should try now. I think the fan should turn on and the problem should be resolved. Let's try it. There you go. Perfect. Now we're going to measure the power, see if the power is correct. Okay, so let's try the power, check the power. Okay, again, we should have 8 volt on both sides. 8, yes, and 8, perfect. 3.42 here. We should have 3.3. No, not 3.3. Yeah, 3.3, sorry. 3.3, here you go. Now, if the machine is on, we should have 5 volt, which we didn't have before, which means the MacBook is on, the SMC is responding, okay? Which brings us to waking up the CPU, which has 1.8. Okay, so this machine is working, it's fixed, all the powers are there. So we're gonna do now, just gonna put back the new capacitor, okay? Okay, now grab one, I have a whole bunch here. Okay, well, A1466, I know exactly which one. Okay, now I'm gonna put some new solder in here. Low heat. Okay. Okay, beautiful. I'm just going to measure and make sure the capacitor is not short. I just use my tracker, it's faster. Good and good, perfect. Okay, so now we'll try it again, and if all's good, we're just gonna put the board back in, test everything, make sure everything is good, and that's it. Send it back to Montreal. So now this is from a student. She was told that she'll need to spend a lot of money to get a new board. And all it was a fuse and a blown capacitor. Okay, great. Okay, so now I'm just gonna plug it in. Okay, let's see this. So again, if you're located anywhere in Canada, and if you have a MacBook that has a problem, check undoit.ca. Okay, easy to remember. You do it, I undo it, and you go on the website. You'll see there is a list of all the possible problems. Select the one that applies the closest to you. You will fill up a form, very easy to fill up, and you will receive a quote. Okay. And then if you agree with everything, we'll send you a shipping label. And most of the repair, not all of them, but most of them are, the shipping is free, it's on us. So you don't have, all you have to do is pay for the repair. Okay. As long as you're in Canada, it doesn't matter where you are. We fix pretty much MacBooks from all the way to Nunavut. I mean, I don't think there's a province or territory we haven't received a MacBook. I haven't received a MacBook from. We also do a lot of, I do also a lot of help a lot of computer stores. Okay, so it's possible that you may take your computer to a computer store and you probably end up here, depending on where you are. So you could save some money by getting the middleman. Okay, let's turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna use my hard drive because I took off the client's hard drive and I don't have the password. I don't ask for the password unless I have to, and if it's a new model where the SSD is soldered on board and there is no booting from the USB-C. That's a big problem. But this, in this case, I can use my hard drive, so no need for the password. So let's see if it turns on. Let's see if we get a picture. There you go. So there was no need to replace the logic board, okay, like in most cases. And again, if you have a liquid damage, if you dropped it, no matter what you did, as long as we don't fix anything that's under Apple Care, okay, only anything that's outside warranty, okay, either outside warranty or not covered by warranty. If that's the case, doesn't matter the model, doesn't matter the year, you can pretty much fix them all. Okay, so here you go, perfect. So all I gotta do now is just put the battery back, put the Wi-Fi card, test everything, and then ship it back. So this was pretty quick because, like I said, it came from Montreal. The shipping from Montreal is most of the time is 1 day, especially if you use express post, which we do when it's Quebec. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are located anywhere in Canada and if you have a MacBook with liquid damage on it and if it no longer works, or if you have a MacBook with a broken LCD, a MacBook with a GPU problem, a MacBook that stopped working all by itself and no longer powers up, a MacBook that does not charge, a MacBook with no backlight or a black screen, a MacBook with a USB-C, USB, HDMI ports not working, a MacBook that requires a new trackpad or new keyboard, a MacBook with a flashing folder, whatever it is, you name it, we can undo it. The shipping is free for almost repairs no matter where you are located in Canada, so make sure to visit undoit.ca if you have a MacBook problem. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Thank you for watching.